Hello, this is Douglas DeBecker. This is Fallen Rhythm Institute. We are here with Dr. Mohammed. Hello.
Hello, good morning. This is Dr. Mohammed from India. I want to explain about my traditional medicine system first. We are the family of traditional medicines of Unani. Since 130 years, we are practicing in an alternative medical system in a traditional way. First of all, I want to explain you physical body has what we are seeing like skeleton, blood system and muscular system. Apart from that, there is another one system is there which you can't see but you can feel. It is a psychological system of a body. The virus is not one thing which can spread or create or spread through. It's none of these things are true. First of all, our own deep psychological fears, which about the coronavirus, they are informing there are 8 types of virus are modifying themselves, and we cannot give any vaccination, and we cannot give any prevention medicine, and we cannot give any cure medicine, because these 8 type of things are related with the internal organ, and then the glands which is endocrine system connected glands, which is not connected with the blood circulation. It's all are connected with the psychological system. So when the psychological systems got any ideas from anything, then it started to get modified into a blood system, which is 7 types of cells we can see. The 8th type of cell is related with the meditation, understanding, consciousness. This is the 8th type. So when the people are very healthy in the 7 type of endocrine system, 7, in acupuncture, if you go and see, there are 7 meridians which is not connected with any internal organ, which is very weak, and no acupuncture is very aware with that 7 meridians. These 7 meridians are related with endocrine system as well as the psychological system of a body. So when a people are in a normal life, nothing will happen. When the people are being put into conditions like don't go, practice this and that, and like cover a mosque, then they started to feel fear from deep. And then when the people goes out, they are saying that the sunlight will creating the virus. Your season, like a cool season, was creating virus, and then so many other things are keep exposed by the media, which is nothing is true. The thing is, when the people are going out with the atmospheric temperature climate, already the people are being modified as a mass constructed fear in the body and mind. When they go out, immediately the fear started to react, and their own blood cells started to get some imbalancing with the with the light and energy, which is very pure cosmic and universal energy interacting with the body. You cannot escape from anywhere. Even if you go under deep and deep to the ground, even if you go in deep to the deep of the ocean also, it will react, because the whatever the things are happening in the universe, it is having the huge impact on the body. So our own blood cells started to get conduct as a virus, which is 7 type. They are explaining 7 type of virus. It's keep modifying its own way.
Okay,
Yes,
so
please.
yes. So 2 questions. How do you
Yes.
explain the phenomenon of contagious, when they're contagions, people
Yes.
catching it from other people? And also the next question is, oh, no, I forgot now. Go ahead with the first. Go ahead with that question.
Yeah.
How do you
I will
explain
explain
if?
the first
Yeah.
question, how it is catching to the other people. So I will explain you with one example. If 100 people are walking in a street, it is a very busy time, like early morning. Suddenly some sniper shot is coming to one person and he is dead with a bleeding wound, then immediately all the crowd started to run here and there, and then they started to escape. This is the mass psychological fear acting on it. For example, if there is a group of military people is there, when they are march fasting, immediately one sniper shot is killing one soldier, and the soldiers never go run around. They will take their arms in the position and started to give a answer on their own way. So the psychology is differing from people to people, like the way how they are being treated, the way how they are being educated, how they are being manipulated with the media. According to that, the people have deep fear in it. If one fell down with the disease and whatever the thing explaining like it will happen, it will happen. So the physical ailments started to act in a opposite people psychology also. So one fell down, it will create to another one.
Okay. The next question is, could you explain the 7 different types that's talked about? And is this
Yes.
this is coming from
Yes.
Unani medicine or Chinese medicine?
No, it's coming from the explanation from the allopathic system. They are explaining this virus is modifying 8 dimensions, so that they
Okay.
cannot give a prevention medicine, they cannot give a cure medicine, and they cannot give any medicine to protect also. So what they are explaining is 8 type of virus. It's keep modifying its own reality. The 7th thing is internal organ, and then there are some organs which is endocrine system, which is not connected with the blood circulation. It is connected with the psychology of the body. For example, fear, and then courage, all the other thing which is connected with the emotions and psychology of the body, which is 7. When the people are been getting some sorts of ideas, it started to active in the body. The own blood cells started to get active in the body, and then the people can't escape from this action reactivating in the body, because the people are saying don't go into the sunlight, don't go into the snow, don't go into the things, and then you have to be in the home. No, you can't escape, because your own blood cells started to modify as a virus. And the
Okay,
eighth
so
point there, the eighth
go
point
ahead.
is explaining about meditation and whatever the prayer ritual systems, which will make the people in a higher conscious level. When the people lose that conscious level, like stopping their prayers and stopping their concentration with the yoga and then with the meditation, the eighth type of coronavirus cells are activating in the body. Yes, go ahead.
So yeah, so how is it explained about antibodies then? So now I've heard that they are finding the public is developing antibodies, and it's supposed to not be as dangerous as they thought. Maybe even 0.2% or less of a potential of actually getting the disease, because people are now being found with antibodies, even though they
See,
haven't
first
been
of
given
all,
a vaccination or anything. They're developing
yeah,
the antibodies.
it is, yeah, because so many days people are being mass and misguided with their vaccinations, diabetes medicine, thyroid medicine, and then blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine. And then when the medicines keep the body off from the consciousness of updating psychology, so when the mass fear started to flow, then the people started to get panic and it started to get react. Then when they started to get react, if one affects, it affects hundreds, if not thousand, if not lakhs of the people will affect, because all the other psychology will be similar in an area. For example, if a people living in one home, all their ideas and thoughts will be similar. And then if you go and see in a people in a one village or in one city, and then if you go the particular area, people will have a same type of food habits and same type of their lifestyle. Regarding this, it is happening.
Okay. So I have a question. The father of allopathic medicine, or the traditional, or the father of the beginning of allopathic medicine, is often said to be Hippocrates. Yeah. And Hippocrates was known as practicing Unani medicine. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
First of all,
what's the it seems like there's a huge gap that's been made between Hippocrates and Unani medicine and what allopathic medicine is doing. What do they have from
first of
Hippocrates
all,
that's still there? Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
yes, yes. First of all, medicine system means it should be a traditional way and it should be a logical explanation should be there. When the medicine started to adopt within a medicine companies, then it started to lose its essence, and they started to take some of the extract essence of the education system from the Unani and then other traditional medicine, and they built a new medical system which is allopathic system with the chemical combinations and the chemical medicines. So this is the gap between same father of one medicine, and then it is diverted with the another one dimension due to the business ideas.
So you're saying that the main kind of depth of Unani medicine that got transferred was in relationship to the endocrine system.
Yes, yes, of
Okay.
course. Yeah. And then I will tell you another one thing, how it is affecting a mass number of people. For example, I will tell you one historic information. In Hijri 478, there was a Khalifa ruling these Middle East countries, and the time the Kuluwana, the disease was started to spread. It is similar like cholera. People are dying with the loose motion, and then so many people are dying. The time this gentleman Khalifat was started to take an action, he started to make every people to be in one place, so that psychologically he started to give a positive hope on people.
Okay, one
The
second.
time
One moment. Just for clarity, when you say Khalifa, you mean like a king?
yeah, he's the king. He's the
Okay,
king.
okay.
Which he was ruling the place. The time in his area it spreaded. It is in history of a medicine. When the mass things happen, how to handle, not in the history of the medicine. So as soon as it started to spread and people started to die, immediately after seeing this, animals also started to die. The problem was started to get worse and worse. So the people who have been kept in a place, and then they will keep giving a positive hopes that everything is not possible. You can live like positive vibrations created by the people. And then at the time he made everybody in one place and then make them listen to a positive vibes. And the next thing what he did, he stopped all the negative things and he stopped another few activities. After that the disease started to get cured. And then what is quarantine doing, like isolate from everybody and then stay in one place so that you cannot catch this disease. Yes, it is also true. For example, there are a mass number of people with the fear. If a person don't have fear, after seeing this, like 2 3 are dying, the people who have a strong psychology also will fall down and die. So quarantination, like going to a separate place, is also a logical answer. And then it is not coming out from anywhere. It is not coming any out from anywhere. It is some similar changes happening in the universe. Due to our fear, our own blood cells started to remodify as this virus.
This is very similar to a lot of the most cutting edge medicine now, talking about viruses, referring to a German doctor named Gunther Enderlin, who wrote about something called pleomorphism, how when the blood gets messed up in a certain way, it will start to create viruses or create bacteria. So this is
Yeah.
completely in alignment with that, which is now being revisited by many doctors as the most cutting edge
Yeah.
way of looking at viruses and bacteria.
For example, if somebody is having a virus blood, if a, if a person have a very central psychology, then he born and brought with a very nice parents, and then he had a very nice food, and then he don't have any political and any atmospherical fears. If you inject one syringe of virus also, his body will kill and he will be very alive. And then another one thing, if a person has a if a person has a disease and he got cured somehow with his own power, like with his own central psychology and centralized powerful from in, if you collect his plasma and make into medicine and re-inject to the person who is affected with the virus, then this person will be get cured also. It is possible, and it is happening in India. It is happening in India with a group of people, and they have been stayed in a place, New Delhi. After they return, they are been suspected for coronavirus. Few had the virus in the blood, and they gave a treatment. After that, the people have been got cured, like thousands of people, like 1,600 or 3,000 almost people have been cured. Immediately government asked their plasma and made a human medicine out of their cured patient and re-injecting to the people who are already in the ventilation, like in the hospital, and the patients are started to get cured. It is a purely, you can understand, one body will be supporting other body with the psychological ideas.
So you're saying that there's two things, that the psychology is immediately transferred into a physical substance alteration in the blood that can be
Yes,
then
yes,
physically given to
yes,
someone else. And then the other thing
yes.
you're saying is that
In olden days, we
this
don't have microscope,
mm, go ahead.
but we are curing. We are curing. In olden
Mm,
days, the same things has happened. In 1820 it happened, 1720 it happened. All the years it's happened. 100
mm,
years once it's happening. Due to some
mm.
modification happening in the universe, it is this type of mass deaths are happening. When there is no microscope, doctors are very strong, powerful. For example, I will tell you one thing. Why the American doctor, Indian doctor, and other people, doctors are dying when the people are giving treatment? Why the Cuban doctors are not dying? They are coming from far away country and then giving treatment in Italy and Germany. Why they are not dying? Because they are being made like a very strong psychology. So when people dying, that psychology is very strong so that it is not affecting them. The people who have a very weak psychology, they will get that impact in their body.
So how do you describe when a person is one person is sick, the other person isn't sick, and then somehow they get scared because of the fear from the other person. Are you saying that the energy is being transferred, or is there the pathogen that's being created inside of the person's body is actually physically transferred, or both?
Yeah, both together, both together.
Mm-hmm.
It is like
Mm-hmm.
giving and taking. It's like a positive and negative, both vibration and reacting one thing, which is already was hidden in the blood.
Uh-huh. So in terms of carriers, like on a neutral substance, if you give me something and you're scared, and that thing that has the substance on, and that goes to a person who isn't exposed to the fear, then you're saying even if
Yeah,
that what we'll call virus gets into that person, it won't really affect them because there's not the other factor of the fear.
yeah, yeah. This
Interesting.
is right. Yeah. Another one thing I will explain you. This is a very important and a very interesting thing also. When this disease started to spread, and then now news media is saying in the zoo, tiger got corona, and they are saying
newborn baby in the hospital got corona. So it is not true. It is only one thing. Everybody is having in a very subtle level, it is living inside the body. When you are bringing out, the tiger should be in the forest like 70 to 80 kilometer. It is just walking, like one room is 70 kilometer for them. You are bringing and putting in the zoo in 10 into 10 cage and then feeding pieces of mutton. Then the animal will be in depression in the zoo. When the animal is in the depression, the blood will be having the coronal effects. And then they are saying about newborn baby. Newborn baby is getting corona because this mother keep getting these answers from the media, and the manipulation happen. When the manipulations happens, it started to go and affect the this cell started to go and affect the baby when it was in the features. Immediately it started to create one vibration to prevent the baby. That vibration is, if you have a microscopic vision, then you can see it is a coronavirus, but it is not. It is a preventive. And then all the babies are having its own way of immune system very strong, so that you don't need any injection. Just listen, it will be automatically, it will be cured. Now another one thing I'll explain to you. In this virus, in this mass thing, only two type of people will be secure. One is the people who overcome the fear. Like if it is something happened to me, I will die, no problem. These people won't die. And the second, the people who are not listening to anything, like under less conscious level, like they are working with the farms, fertilizer things, and they are not readily having time to sit and watch the news media. These people also won't die, because highly intelligent people will escape and very low intelligent people will be escaped. In India, the mass people is low intelligent people. So these people also will escape and survive to the next level of new intelligent world order. New bright intelligent world order.
I've heard that in some other traditional systems, the idea that when the environment gets polluted and people start losing their connection with nature, that these epidemics are a natural result of that. Would you say that's because people start to just simply be afraid of surviving in life and having a sense of...
No, I will explain you. When the people started to have a problem with the day-to-day food and nutritional energy, the body will be in a less immune system. When this type of things happen, it started to give a very huge impact on it.
So you're saying that it's not just psychological stress, then it's also just physical health stress, the strength of the body.
Energy is also interacting in it, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So then how is this this idea about fear and the examples you're giving are the suggestions that this caliph, this king made. This is according to the instructions and suggestions of classical Unani medicine.
Yes. And those days, the Unani doctors were giving this information so that they're making this. So quarantine will be also done when the mass deaths are started to happen, to prevent the new generation of the people, like teenage people. They were put into a quarantine, like 40 days. They will have to be in an isolated place. They will be fed well and they will be kept isolated.
It is also said by the doctor from Turkey. His name is Ibn Sinam. He is the Unani doctor also. He giving about this quarantination, like 40 days you have to be apart from all the people. This is also a preventive method.
And this is to strengthen the common psychology of like that there's nothing to worry.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
And then, if somebody, after hearing this video, if somebody is
trying to debate with me, it is nothing gonna be change in their mind. Instead of making debate, just try to sit and understand and try to heal themselves, not to fight with me.
Mm.
because
Okay.
because so many people are being manipulated like a fools, and then their education system and making them into boxes, so that people are not really understanding what I'm saying. People are saying that no, you are not a Western medicine person, so you can't talk about the changes in the atmosphere. You can't you cannot talk about the galaxy. You cannot talk about the universe. Because you are not the person who is working on it.
Mm.
Like I'm not an astrologer, and I am not a person who is working with the space research. I'm not
Mhm.
that. And then I am not the Western mediciner also who is working with the chemical and microscopes and viruses. And I'm talking about the logical thing. Okay, 7 type of cells they are explaining, and the 8th cell is explaining about the central chakra, which is active, reactive, and then making common sense, and it is directly connecting to their lower brain and medulla oblongata. There is an gland which is pituitary, which is connecting through the third eye, which can be activated and controlled by the meditation, by the prayer, by the namaz, whatever the things we can do, and we can control it also. So when the people are being affected, if the people can't connected with this, then the universal power will affect them, and then the body will be active this virus inside.
So you're not debating that there's phenomenon that's being observed and explained in allopathic medicine. What you're saying is that they're not doing any kind of clinical research or contemplation of the traditional medicine explanation, and so
Yes,
they're
first
they're
of all, they
coming
are
up
not
with
ready
new
to listen.
theories and new ideas.
Yeah, first of all, they are not aware on it, and they are not ready to listen, because medicine companies started to stop their knowledge, not to explore in a nicer way, so that the people are not aware. And I will tell you another one thing. Homeopathy. There are few remedies working very absolutely in coronavirus. Homeopathic medicine,
Mhm.
which is bryonia, which is arsenicum album, and then even Indian health ministry announced this arsenic album is the corona medicine. If you go and read the constitution of this medicine, this medicine purely working with the subconscious level of the people's psychology. For example,
Mhm.
arsenic album psychology is fear of death. The person who can't sleep even in the bed.
I'm here.
Yeah, because I saw your mic was slashed on this display, so
Oh
I
yeah,
said I was
I'm putting it on mute because somebody was coming up to the building. So in case I have
okay.
to talk to them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so when the people have been having this type of ideas, it will work out. So this explanation, what I'm telling you, another one thing, what this police and military are doing in this coronavirus, it is nothing just controlling the public. And then imagine in a population, total number of population, for 2,500 people, there is one police for every country. And the military strength is not very equal to the strength of the population of the country. Military strength is very less. When people are being in the city limits, people are being carefully watched and giving reported with the people, with the news media. If you go to the village, even in the Italy, even in the Germany, even in America, even in India also,
Hello. Hi. Sorry, it was on mute. Yeah.
yeah.
So Wow, that's really interesting. It makes a
The
lot of
Homea
sense.
is working very well also. Yeah. And then in the village, people in the village, nobody is under the control of any government subjects like military and police. So people are aware also, and then people are just quarantining them, and they are safe. They are very in the city limit people, and these death rates will be very high with the rich people, not for the poor people.
So it's really the middle class that are busy and not too educated and exposed to each other that are the most susceptible.
No, it is not depend on education. It is only thing manipulation of the false propagandas.
Wow, interesting.
Education, yeah, education. Everybody is educated now. Even if the guy is not going to the classroom, and then he is working with the farm of land, he is a farmer since generation. He is educated in his line. He is educated. You can't say that
Mm-hmm.
he is uneducated. He is educated. But the thing is, mass propaganda of fear construction is different.
What they're the knowledge or the information that they're exposed to. Some people have more
Yeah.
exposure to the information from the media. Very
Yes,
very
yes.
interesting. So
And then you just see in the whole thing in another one dimension, which is so far nobody is explaining. Only traditional medicine people who have been having 100 and more than years of connections with this traditional medicine idea, then these people will give an entirely different modification of this explanation. And then even if somebody listen this video, they can't understand what I'm talking. They have to sit and listen for time. Homeopathy is very cheap, and then you can buy and hold with you when the need comes at home, and then you will be prevented, and you will be two remedies. I'm again repeating the two remedies name. One is Bryonia and the another one is Arsenicum album. You can go and refer in the Google with the Materia Medica. And another one remedy also I will suggest to the people, which is Bacillinium, which works only with the trachea and the lungs and the respiratory system.
oh, thank you. So
In another thing, I will explain you that the same thing it happened in 1920. I will tell you one historic things. After that, I'm going to disconnect because all the information already I passed. In 1920, it happened. One German doctor cured so many people only with one remedy. The one remedy is seawater. He was keep collecting seawater and giving seawater to the people, so that seawater started to balance the people's psychology very perfectly, because seawater has all the energies and universal changes. Whatever happening in the sky, it is giving a huge impact on the seawater. So when the person is drinking the seawater, salt water, immediately it started to remodify his own blood cells, and he started to get cured. These are the information. They are hiding them from the people's knowledge, and they are just creating only fear. Can't cure, can't cure, can cure, can cure. People can live longer and happy. It's absolutely nothing. It's a nice way to regenerate our own ideas and thing. It is nice thing. Quarantine yourself, up your knowledge, come out from the fear. Nobody is going to kill you, only your own cells. If you give a fear, it will modify. If you give a very positive love vibes, it will work in a very perfect way. Another one thing, love making and sex, I will tell you. Love making and sex with the right partner, with the right marriage, after marriage, when they started to unite, it will create a nice aura in the body, which is very much influenced at the time from the universal energy, like blessing from the universe. And then it creates a huge modification in the internal organs, cells, blood cells, everything. And it gives a super energy in the body, and it heals also.
wow, thank you.
This is
Can you?
another one. You have to sit and listen. tantric science. Tantric science is also saying so many things. When a country is having a very healthy sex life, these people also won't die.
Okay.
It supports each other. For example, if you and your wife is living, if for something happened to you, your wife will worry. If something happened to your wife, you will worry. So when you start to have this carry each other, this creates one vibration and it will makes you a healthy up life. So come out from the fear, live long happy, anything, go ahead, feel free to communicate me, everything will be okay in few days.
Could you give your email, please? So in case somebody
Yes,
wants to email you.
I can, yeah, anybody can use my email. It's dr dot sahel sahel at gmail.com. Dr. Sahel at gmail.com is my mail ID. And if you want, I can write my WhatsApp number also, so that people can WhatsApp me at any time. I will be give reply to them in my convenient time. My WhatsApp number is +9199420806 is my WhatsApp number.
All right. Thank you so much. Dr. Mohammed, could you say one thing? Is there some indication in Unani medicine of the ideas of homeopathy before homeopathy was really propagated by?
Unani medicine is having a huge coverage with all the logical systems medicines impact. Naturopathy, bloodletting, acupuncture, Unani, and then homeopathic science, and then science of endocrine system. Everything it contains its own. And then Unani system in India, in South India, Siddha system is the Unani system.
Oh, so they're the same.
Yeah. Siddha system and Unani system are same by the age. Ayurvedic system, according to the history, it is very new. Ayurvedic system is very new. Like 200 years also not very much. But this Unani system has a like 500 more than 5,000 more than years of experience, and then this Siddha system has a old traditional medical system. Wherever the logic is there, it is an old system. Thank you. And the Balamitham is the very nice thing to bring back the old tradition to the human life. I am very much happy to associate with this Balamitham and its educations. And then I am praying for its growth, and I'm feeling very happy to support this Balamitham to be grow in a very nice way. This is a very nice education system, I'm feeling, to collect all the information from the other medical system and giving to a new generation, so that we can have a very strong background. I'll tell you one thing, you have to follow three things to have your own generation. One is your own medical system and your own herbal plants. Second one, your own cultivation and your own crops. And third one, your own language with your own grammar and written form of the language. Then this tradition can explode to a next level of the human generation.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I look forward to talking to you again.
Yeah.
Okay, take care. Let's see. How do I...